Welcome back to another episode of The Love Shop, where today we have a special surprise where we're going to be taking you back to our jeweler's room to show you how we make our pieces in-house, starting out with a sketch, an idea, all the way to the finished product. So the way that it all starts with is an idea. We first come up with an idea of the next collection that we want to make. So I'm gonna go and take you guys behind the scenes of how we come up with our collection, our inspiration, one piece that we've already made for the collection, and I'm gonna show you the next piece for the collection. So I'm gonna show you our floating hearts. So our inspiration, obviously, everything comes from an idea, so it doesn't come from natural leaves, but I just want to show you guys here a quick look. Anything from nature is not always perfect, so even when we make jewelry, not everything comes out perfectly. However, we try to make it the best that we can. And so our first one, like I said, is the floating hearts. So the idea comes behind from Lev, which is the name of our store. It's my son's name also. So here we have the necklace, and our next piece that we're making is going to be our diamond heart-shaped studs with jackets that's going to be floating hearts that are hanging. So it starts off with the sketch. We write, the size of the stones that we're going to be doing, and then from there we also break it down to the millimeters. Here we have heart shapes that we're working on with the baskets. So these baskets, we've created them by hand. So you can see once they're set that it's just gonna be a floating heart. So here, once it's worn on the neck, really all you see is the heart-shaped diamond. I showed you the first step, which is the idea, the sketch that we do. I'm gonna show you now a mold that we've worked with. This we're actually making by hand. So our jeweler will pull the wire of gold and he builds the baskets here in-house. So this is a rubber mold, so not every jeweler works with rubber molds. Sometimes they do CAD designs, and CAD designs is a computer system which will give you an imprint of what you're going to be making. So you have like a graphic design program that will give you a sketch of your item, the millimeters, every aspect in perfect dimensions, and then you can print a mold from that, which is a wax mold, or we do a rubber mold. So a lot of times when we make collections, we like to keep it as a rubber mold, so that way we can continue making it. Sometimes if we only do like a one-time piece, then we won't necessarily make a rubber mold. But once you do make a rubber mold, this is the wax that can either be printed from a CAD design or shot into one of these rubber molds. So this is what a wax looks like. So once you go into a factory, they would shoot wax into this, and then you get this. So these go on something called a tree, and then they get put into a cast, and from there they turn it into gold. Let me introduce you to our magician, Hani, the #1 jeweler. So this is part of the floating hearts that he's creating for us. So he's building the baskets, and then he's going to be setting the hearts, and from there he's going to create the drop that's going to be attached to the studs. So you have the entire workshop here, where it goes from him setting the stones to pulling wire, which is behind, to this machine here, which he'll pull wire in order to do the knife edge where we're going to attach the hearts to it. And then from there, he puts them all together by soldering everything. And then the next step is to polish. That is a little snippet of what goes on behind the scenes of creating a collection. We do everything from repairs to creations to taking two pieces and putting them together and making something else out of them. It's a lot of effort, a lot of thought, a lot of heart, and with great people. So in our next episode, you're gonna see the entire collection finished of our Floating Hearts collection. So stay tuned for our next episode. Follow us on Instagram at Lev Jewelers. Go to our website, levjewelers.com, where everything is available for purchase. We'll see you next week.